I also want to point out because I think you said something so interesting that one of the things for me was kind of breaking the pain Olympics also of parents amongst like peers in terms of like who had it one way and who had it a different way. I think it's just like pain is pain, and we're all individuals kind of on our own journey, and so like the comparisons of pain, I often would have like my dad was in my life though divorced, like maybe like not as frequent as I wanted to, but I found myself feeling bad because like my cousin's father had passed away, or I had a friend's father who just wasn't in his life at all. And so there was kind of this like shame of just like, all right, well, let me hold on to something. And I just want to say to you that like, I don't think, or just in general, I don't think having parents in your life in the household or outside of the household, it validates or has a sliding scale on what pain or heartbreak or whatever the case is, love and joy, kind of interact individually. So I thank you for
I
pointing.
appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you for
pointing. Yeah. I honestly, I really appreciate that because I don't think that there's a lot of space made for that, for what you just said.
Sure.
Honestly, I wish more people, felt that way, because I think that there's this, again, like we romanticize the two-parent household kind of system without like really even breaking down whether or not like the household is even the place that fosters like the growth of the family and the children and all of that. So no, I really appreciate that. I do, because I'll say that a lot of times in these conversations, a lot of times I like actively take the back seat because I'm like, I don't have divorced parents. Like my dad was in my life. Like both of my parents are alive. Who am I to complain? But what you just said, for sure, I resonate with that a lot. For sure.
Yeah. I just
that brings me to an interesting point, because this was a major quote that I used from Bell Hooks in her book All About Love that sets the tone for the story I'm telling in She Loves Me Not, and I'll put it up here for everyone, where our lead character is sort of using the quote of Bell Hooks to ponder love, right? Bell Hooks described genuine love as a combination of care, commitment, trust, knowledge, responsibility, and respect. Is it too big of an ask from one person? And I think when I see love from generations, from my parents, being together and maybe you're in love is not enough. And that's exactly what this story is pondering. Like, what are the pieces of ourselves that we need to make sure that we are intentionally showing up with for our partners and for ourselves to make sure that we are doing love as healthily as possible? I may love you, but did I respect you today? I may love you, but did I recognize you today? I may love you, but did I show you care today? Like, if aspects are missing, it just starts an erosion, and you find yourself so broken that screaming at each other until one of you storming out of the house is the answer. So how do we approach love from a preventative and intentional way, a thoughtful way, an intellectual way, to make sure that it's feeding us as fully as possible?
Yeah.
That's a bar.
It's heavy. I don't even know where to start with that one.
I think. Oh, were you asking that, or was that?
Oh, I wasn't asking.
That was a question for like a minute.
Yeah, okay. Just, letting the room digest.
That was definitely out.
Okay.
There's a shift in the culture because many of us are actively challenging dynamics that our elders have. Not being in survival mode plays a big part. And you're shopping at Target with that one. Thank you, Token.
Absolutely. Not being in